Hey, what's up, team? Just wanted to get on here and cut a short video. I was thinking about doing a conference call, for this topic tonight, the topic of recruiting. I'm pretty good in recruiting, so I wanted to just get on here and share my knowledge, for recruiting. And we're just going to keep it casual, just like we're having a conversation, okay? I'm going to write some stuff down. I recommend that you stop this video right now and to grab a pen and paper and write down some notes. So I'm going to give you guys some notes, to go by. Um, one of the things that happens with me when I'm recruiting with people is, and meeting a lot of people, online. I utilize a lot of social media sites, stuff like that. But one of the big things that I do, and it's something that Empower Network, a lot of the leaders in Empower Network teach you not to do, is I actually do pick up the phone. A lot of people say, put down the phone and pick up the paycheck, but the thing with that is, I don't believe you can do that until you have a certain amount of influence, online. Like these guys that are doing that, they have a lot more influence online, and they're a lot better internet marketers. They're good at SEO. They're good at at running co-ops. They're good at solo ads. they're just good at a lot of things that a lot of new people aren't. So what I do, I'm going to share this because I think it's really good for the brand new person. Is a lot of people that you socialize with on these social media sites like Facebook and all these other sites, like Twitter and Google Plus and stuff is, one big thing that I do, is every little result I get, I post my results. That's a way to attract people. That's attraction marketing. When you post your results. If you're partnering up with somebody, if you're even thinking about partnering up with somebody, ask them to take a picture with you. Throw it up on the web. Me and this guy are getting ready to partner up. There's always something going on with me. So I always post results. I don't care if it's even leads. I always post results, and I'll tag people that I'm doing business with on the post so they can comment in on it and support my post. But one of the big things I do, with the telephone, I'm just going to tell you guys how I incorporate the telephone, and when I'm recruiting, with doing internet marketing, is what I do is they'll be inboxing me trying to sell me their deal and all. A lot of people, and that's a good thing when they try and sell your deal. That's good. That's good. You can be like, hey, would you mind if I called you and introduced myself to you? You can say that on there. Just ask assertive questions. Always ask assertive questions. That's a big thing with recruiting too, is getting to the point. But when people are trying to recruit you, or you're getting in a conversation, people ask them if they got to be networkers, okay? They got to be other network marketers, and ask them if they don't mind you introducing yourself. And when you call and introduce yourself, what you want to do is you just want to call them up and say, I don't have my phone on me, but all right, say this is my phone, okay? I'm gonna call them up. And I'm gonna say hello. They're gonna say hello or whatever. I'm gonna say, hey, it's Dan McCall. It's your Facebook buddy. I just want to call and introduce myself. A lot of people like to, post and run on Facebook and hide behind their posts. I just wanted to introduce myself. Let you know I'm a real person or whatever. And you could laugh about it or whatever. I just want to introduce myself and let you know what I do. I'm actually an internet marketing consultant, and I teach people how to market their business online properly. And I seen that you're in network marketing, and just wanted to to introduce myself and just ask you what you're doing. And then what will happen is they'll tell you about they'll be like, oh, cool, wow, interesting or whatever. And they'll start telling you about their deal, and they'll probably trying to start closing you on their deal, probably. A lot of times they do, and you can just listen to them or whatever. And what I encourage you to do is just ask them a lot of questions. Let them do all the talking. Keep asking questions about it. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, maybe I might be able to use that. You can even do a trade-off, if you want. If they have something of value to you or something that you already buy anyway, like energy, like there's people that saving energy. there's great health and wellness companies out there. I mean, you should be on a good health and wellness program anyway. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to have a clear mental state all the time. So I'd be open to even trying their products, but they got to give a little to get a little bit, and ask them if they wouldn't mind, if you can consult them online, teaching them how to market their business, and then what you do is you fall back on Empower Network, because Empower Network has the best training online, for marketing. And even offline marketing stuff is on there. It's just phenomenal. I've been an entrepreneur for 15, 16 years, and I've never seen anything like what is in Empower Network. So it's the best marketing training is on there, and everybody needs to have a blogging platform anyway. So your blogging platform, for internet marketing, wherever your blog is, that's kind of like your home base. Like you have to have that. You have to have a home, right? You have to have shelter. Like that's like your home base. Like everything else stems off of that. So you have to have a blogging platform if you're serious about marketing online anyway. And most people don't know that yet. A lot of these people out there are bugging their family and friends, to try to get them in their opportunity right now. And what you want to do is, when you're talking about you being an internet marketing consultant, you tell them, we're focused in on a global economy. We're marketing, on a global scale. So we're not talking to our friends locally. For me personally, it's very hard for me to find another Dan McCall in Deffert, and I'm sure same thing for you guys. So what I do is, I'm talking to people on a global scale. I'm talking to people all across the country. I'm enrolling and partnering up with people all across the country. I really don't recruit locally much. I mean, they really have to come to me. I mean, if they ask me about it, I'll tell them, would you like me to teach you how to make money online? And everybody wants to learn how to make money online right now. So it's a very easy sale. It's the easiest thing I've ever sold. The idea of making money online. Everybody wants to know how to make money online. They're tired, especially network marketers. They're just tired of bugging their friends and family. And once if they utilize all the training on it, the Empower Network, I encourage you, if you don't have all the training on the Empower Network, to buy it all. I mean, if you have to pull out your credit cards, if I were you, I'd pull out your credit card and just type in right now and just and just get the other parts of it. I mean, you can make payments on that, like the Costa Rica and the 15K and even the Masters Retreat. I mean, if you have credit, I'd put it on your credit card, because I would do that as soon as possible, because you want access to that training. And another thing you really need to know, when you sign up for Empower Network, once you get that basic training, this is what I did. Once I got that basic training for the $25, I went through all that basic training in about 2 days' time. I took notes, and once I did that, I knew that I was ahead of all other network marketers, because they really don't even understand the concept and the fact that the blogging system, is your home base for internet marketing. Is the most important. And them general concepts that are in that Fast Start training are pretty much all the principles that I've had all my past success on and offline, mainly offline. Most of my success has been offline. So, but all my success has been based on them principles. So I knew right then and there, that I would have, the best training to be able to plug people into, because that's all my success has been based on the 8 core commitments. So once you do that, you already know you're ahead of everybody else. If once you get that and you start doing the 8 core commitments, you're already ahead of everybody else that doesn't have that. So you can put that in your head, and you can start, promoting this, and promoting yourself as an internet marketing consultant. And and it becomes easy from there. And then what you could do is just stay ahead of your people. You can get the Inner Circle, the Costa Rica, the 15K, the Masters Retreat, and you can stay ahead of them and keep educating yourself on a daily basis to where you have value to share. And you have value, when you have value to share and you have value, people follow people that have value to share, right? I always say that, because it's true. People don't buy companies, products, or services. People buy people. So let me just tell you guys something real quick. And this is something that I've been doing for years offline, and now I'm doing it on an online process. And this is where picking up the telephone. I know I'm kind of all over the place a little bit. If you have to watch this again, but when you're picking up the telephone, the same thing offline or online. What happens is you're going to be going from like four. You got to write this down, okay? You get a pen. So you're going to be going through 4 steps. You're going to be going through. The first one is going to be hello. You can write that down. To let's be friends. To number 3. To let's build trust. To number 4. Let's do business. And what you can do by doing that one phone call I was talking about in the beginning is, you can call them up, introduce. So I just want to introduce myself, and let you know what I do, and then you just ask them questions and then let them talk. And what happens for me is I do this all the time, and what happens is people follow me for the next week, 2, 3, 4 weeks on Facebook, mainly Facebook. They follow me, and seeing what I'm doing, and they're researching what I'm doing, and they're seeing that I'm getting more results in them because, when you're using internet marketing strategies, you're going to get more results than people using like traditional network marketing strategy. I can outperform a traditional network marketer any day of the week easily. Okay, so this is the process here. It's hello, to let's be friends, to let's build trust, to let's do business. So this is kind of like the steps you want to go through. And pick up that telephone and saying hello is cool. You're introducing yourself. You already went through that process on Facebook. Let's be friends. Now you're going to be more like friends. Now that they heard your voice, talk to you, you listen to them, you ask them questions, got to know them. Now they're going to trust you more. Now the business part can happen later on, but you don't want to go in for the kill, when you first introduce yourself. So I don't use the telephone to actually recruit. I actually use the telephone to go through these first steps, like the 1, 2, and the 3. I'm just going through like the hello, the let's be friends, the let's build trust. I'm going through them steps, on the telephone when I introduce myself to people. And then, they'll end up just going on my website and just signing up, and it happens all the time. So, a lot of times they'll call me or something like that too, like, hey, I'm ready to sign up, what do I do, where can you send me a link or something like that, and I'll just say, yeah, good, here's a link right here, I'm actually eating with my family or whatever, I gotta let you go, but I'll text you the link, and you can just go ahead and go to it and sign up, and I'll introduce you to, to everybody in our group later on Facebook. I utilize our Facebook groups, and, through them groups too. It's another awesome thing we have to offer. And another thing that you guys don't really know, you really, really don't notice, probably, because if you did, you guys would be recruiting a lot more. Is we're part of the prosperity team. We're in Team Badass. That's like me and Dawn and the Sarge and everybody in there and whatnot. But and then our group, Team Badass is inside of, Simple Freedom, which is Franco's group, and then that group, is inside of Team Prosperity, and Team Prosperity has so many resources, it's ridiculous. I mean, Team Prosperity, you guys really don't understand how valuable it is that we're in the Team Prosperity. Team Prosperity is the fastest growing team in Empower Network right now. And the resources and things that they're putting together on there are just out of this world. And like the top 11 people in Empower Network right now, 6 out of 11 are in the Prosperity team. The same team, that we're in, and they have the same resources as we do. So if we have the same access to the same resources as they have access to, we can obviously do what they're doing, in time. So you guys really don't know how valuable that is, and that's something you could tell people too when they're talking about choosing a sponsor in Empower Network. You tell them that, so say we're on the best team, the best and fastest growing team in Empower Network right now, because it might not be like that forever, but that's how it is right now. So it's April 2nd, 2013 or whatever. But and another thing too I want to share with you guys too is something that I use, and and some of the bigger guys might not like this or whatever, but but what I do, and it's a truth, really, is what I do, is, when I'm talking to people and the services that I offer people is I tell them, look, I know you're looking at signing up with, an Empower Network. You said you're considering it, and I just want to, let you know and encourage you, to enroll with me, because, and talking about yourself, and the reason why, is because you want to tell them, if you decide to enroll with one of these, one of the bigger guys, you know, they might not have as much time for you, as I do, because I have a smaller team right now, and we'll be able to grow together. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it might be better to, to enroll with somebody that's making $1,000 a week or something like that, in comparison to someone that's making, $10,000 a week. Because their team's not as big, so you can kind of grow with them as long as you know that they're planning on continuing to grow. Like me, I'm planning on continuing to grow every day in every way, for me, for you, taking care of myself for you, so you can take care of you, and take care of you for your team, So I just wanted to, to share some tips, like the process. I'll go back through them again, the way it goes for me is like, hello, the less be friends, the less build trust, the less do business. And, and that's like one of my, little secrets, if you will, is like just call and introduce myself to people. I ask them assertive questions. Would you mind if I called and introduce myself? And sometimes they'll say something like, oh, I can't buy anything right now, like, because they'll think you're trying to sell them right there. And you just got to know that you're not planning on selling them. You're just planning on introducing yourself to them. So, I mean, if you did that every day, to a network marketer in 365 days in a year, after a year, you'd have 365 new friends that are network marketers. I mean, it's pretty powerful stuff. So, it doesn't always work out like that for me. Sometimes I meet a couple new people a day. Sometimes I don't meet anybody. I mean, it's just a matter of, my time. I work around my schedule. I work around my family. And I work around, different things that happen to me in my life too to slow me down, with my business. My business could be bigger than it is right now, that's for darn sure. And so anyway, so I just wanted to, to share some tips. I will be doing a conference call, on these different topics. And I just wanted to, I just want to get on here, and give you guys a couple, like, basics, of things that I do. And the truth of the matter is, I'm not really that great at SEO yet. I'm not that great at doing solo ads and stuff like that. I don't know who I can trust. With doing solo ads. Honestly, I've done them and I haven't did great off of them. And and that's just part of the process. Not being afraid to lose money and lose. But I can share my mistakes with you so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I've made. But anyway, there's a lot to internet marketing. It's an ever growing thing. It's an ever changing business. And what I would recommend to you also, besides everything I said, I recommend you just find your niche, and find something that works for you. And you can utilize, these strategies and these things that I do, and just try to, and just add them to what you're doing or whatever. So I just want to share with you guys. All right, I'm going to cut the video. Thank you.